But how do we actually make the most of our day, the most of our hours in our day, and get shit done that we want to get done and go to bed feeling productive and satisfied with what you got done for the day? Well, you've come to the right place because I'm about to share with you my top 10 tips. I'd like to begin by respectfully acknowledging the people of the Yugambeh language region, the traditional owners of the land on which this podcast is being recorded today, and pay my respects to their elders, past and present. Oh, can you shut up? Hello, welcome to the Can You Shut Up podcast. My name is Taylor Mabon, if we were talking last names. And in this episode, I'm talking how to be productive AF, how to get shit done. And let me just say that I love being productive. I love maximizing my hours in the day to get like the most stuff you can possibly get done. And that's what we're going to be talking about. But before we get into it, we're going to do a little weekly recap. I'm going to talk about myself a little bit because I just love talking, and not to people, but to the camera. So a little weekly recap. I literally got back from the Ed Sheeran concert. It was last night. I got back today at like 12 p.m. from Brisbane. Oh my God, I cannot believe how talented that man is. Like, he was singing, he was rapping, he was playing like 5 different guitars. Like, he just kept swapping guitars for each song. And then he was doing like that foot pedal thing where he literally makes his own beat. Like, I could not comprehend how he was doing so much while still remembering all the lyrics and like what songs to do in order. Oh my God, I just cannot even. He was just amazing. So I would highly recommend going to see Ed Sheeran live. He literally sounded just as good as he does on Spotify or the radio, if not better. And last week I also went to Byron Bay, which was, oh my God, just amazing. I've never been to Byron Bay before, and I cannot, like, that beach was just, I don't know what beach it was. There's a lot of beaches there, but I think it was the main one we went to. Don't know the name of it though. But the vibes are just so nice. Like, the vibes are just so different to Gold Coast. I feel like Gold Coast is like very, I don't know, go vibes, you know, like rushy, very busy vibes. But Byron was just so calming, so peaceful, like such good, chill vibes. Oh, I love Byron. I would move there if I had the money, but inflation, can't really be doing anything right now. Now for my holy shit moment of the week, which I'm about to go on a little bit of a rant here, but I just need to tell somebody because honestly, it's stinging right now. But I got the worst freaking blister yesterday walking to the Ed Sheeran concert and walking back. I cannot, oh my God, it's like it's stinging right now, honestly. My heels are so weak. Like, I need to toughen up my heels because every time I wear a new shoe, I get a blister, no matter what. Even if it's the comfiest shoe in the world, I'm going to get a blister. Like, I'm going to get a blister. So sorry to be a bit of a Debbie Downer, but oh my God, my foot is stinging so bad. And I want to go to the gym after I record this episode, but I'm stressing that my shoe, like my gym shoes, are going to start rubbing against it and stinging. Oh my God. Oh, thinking about it is making me cringe. But Ed Sheeran definitely made up for the pain. So we stan Ed Sheeran. We love. But enough with me rambling about stuff that you probably most likely do not give a single crap about. We're going to get into why you clicked on this video, which is how to be productive AF. So let's get into it. All right, dudes, we're getting down to the nitty gritty on how you can be a productive queen or king and get shit done and maximize your hours in your day, because let's be real, you've already heard this before, but we all have the same 24 hours in a day. We literally do. Is there a lie being told here? No, there's not. We literally have the same 24 hours in a day. But how do we actually make the most of our day, the most of our hours in our day, and get shit done that we want to get done and go to bed feeling productive and satisfied with what you got done for the day? Well, you've come to the right place because I'm about to share with you my top 10 tips. And yes, I'm saying 10 tips because usually I just go for 5 tips because I'm a little bit lazy and like can't really think of anything else. But I have a lot of tips for this. I have 10 tips for how to be productive. So I'm going to dive deep. I'm going to share everything with you that has helped me and everything with you that I've like read on books or listened to in podcasts of how to be a productive little bitch and get shit done and maximize your hours in your day. So let's get started. Okay, I lied. I'm not getting started right now because I just need to say that most of these tips are coming from a place where you're working towards your goals and your dreams and how to be productive to get shit done, to work towards your goals and dreams. They're not necessarily directed towards your day-to-day job or like your, office job maybe, but they definitely can be incorporated into it. But I'm sharing with you my productive tips based on like your side hustle or, getting started on your dream business, just like how to maximize productivity to get shit done that is working towards your dreams and goals. If that makes any sense at all, I hope I explained myself well because honestly, When I listen to these podcasts back, sometimes I cannot even understand what I'm saying, but I hope you understood that. So once again, let's get into it. So my first tip is getting clear and understanding your priorities and what you want to prioritize. Because we all know when you say that you don't have enough time to do something, it really means that you're not prioritizing it. Because if you want to go to the gym, you will make time for the gym. But if you don't really care about going for the gym, you're going to put it on the back burner and you're probably not going to go to the gym. And don't get me wrong, it is completely fine to say no to things or to say I don't have enough time to things. That is completely fine. But we want to get clear on what we prioritize, because if it comes to 10 p.m. at night, you've been grinding 5 hours after your 9 to 5, working towards your dreams, and you want to tick off one more thing from your to-do list, but you have 5 tasks left, right? Which one are you going to prioritize? So this is kind of coming back to understanding your why behind your goal or your dream. Whenever I'm feeling really overwhelmed with my to-do list, I always come back to my why and my main goal in life, or my main big dream in life. My next tip, which is for all you clean freaks out there, and if you're not a clean freak, it can be done. You can turn into one, because I definitely have. I mean, don't come into my room when it's like a 10 a.m. on a Tuesday after I've just done filming like a reel or something, because it will be a mess. But I would say I am pretty much a clean freak now. Well, definitely compared to what I used to be, which was a messy freak. But my next tip is to always make your bed in the morning, always have a clean kitchen, a clean desk, a clean room, clean your desktop, your computer desktop, have a clean space, because we all know it. But a clean space equals a clear mind. Your mind's clear, you're ready to fill it with information, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying. Have a clear space. Start your day with a clean slate. My third tip is to set daily goals. So not just to-do lists, but daily goals. And when I set daily goals, I usually set them as, say, get these top 5 things on my to-do list done today. Like, that is my goal, is to get those top 5 things done. And then whatever else I get done is just like an extra bonus, which is just amazing. And I also wanted to share this because I heard this quote and it said to look at each day like it's a blank piece of paper and ask yourself, what can I do today to work towards my goals and my dreams? And write it down on the piece of paper, and then look at what you've written down and incorporate those tasks into your day, like add them to your to-do list, and then just start ticking them off. And then every day keep asking yourself, what can I do today to work towards my goals and my dreams? Write it down. Keep going. Now, tip 4 is very basic, but I honestly just cannot believe I wasn't doing this sooner. Like, what was I doing? But it's to take a good 5 to 10 minutes, or however long you need. Ideally 5 to 10 minutes, because we're maximizing time here, people. But take 5 to 10 minutes to really set up your to-do lists and categorize your tasks for the day. So I'll categorize into personal, which will be like go to the gym, home, which will be like vacuum, make the bed, and then I'll categorize into side hustle. So all of my side hustle to-dos that I want to get done for the day. And then I will go through and prioritize what I want to get done. And I do all this on my computer. I used to do it on a notepad, but my desk would just get very messy and we went through that. We don't want to mess. So now I've put it all onto my computer, and I usually color code. So if a task is highlighted yellow, it means it's a priority. But there's also a feature where I can put a priority flag, but kind of looks ugly, and we're here for the aesthetic. So I usually mark it yellow, which means priority, get it done first. So I would definitely recommend taking a good 5 to 10 minutes, or maybe even 15 minutes if you need, to really set up and categorize and prioritize your to-do list for the day, because I just find that it makes me feel so much more clear on what I'm getting done today, what I'm prioritizing. So yeah, would recommend. My 5th tip is to identify when you're most productive. So I find I'm most productive as soon as I get home from the gym. As soon as I get home from the gym about 6 a.m., I get straight into work and I get shit done, because the endorphins are high. I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling passionate about what I'm doing. I'm getting shit done. I'm making the most of my morning. And that's just what works the best for me, because I know my most productive time is in the morning as soon as I get home from the gym. So find out what really works for you. Maybe you could be really productive really late at night, because I went through that phase and I still do find myself being my most creative self really late at night, which is very annoying because, girl, why are you being creative when I'm trying to sleep? But if you find yourself being really productive at nighttime, maybe you could change your morning routine so you can have a bit of a sleep in, so you're still hitting your 6 to 8 hours of sleep, but really understanding where you are most productive in your day and really maximizing that time. And that kind of leads me into my next tip, which is to, yes, you're going to hate this, but get the hardest or longest tasks done first. You already know you're going to feel so much better once they're done. And if you're just going through and getting all the easy, simple tasks done first, you're going to have that long or hard task sitting in the back of your head, knowing that it's coming up, that you're going to have to do it. So just get it done. Get it done first. Get it done in your most productive time of the day. Don't even think about it. Just look at it and just start doing it. Do whatever you need to do to get it done, but just get it done first thing, because trust me, you will feel so much better. It's like the weight is already lifted off your shoulders first thing in the morning because you've already got it done. And then just go through and tick off whatever else you've got to do for the day. So definitely push through and get the hardest thing done first. Tip 7 is to set time blocks for each task. And this can be kind of tricky because you don't know if you're going to go over the time or you're going to have too much spare time. But what I've been kind of doing for this now is just putting my phone on do not disturb until the task is complete. So I don't necessarily set a time limit for a certain task. I just put my phone on do not disturb and I don't take it off do not disturb until a certain task or a certain couple of tasks are complete. And I find myself so much freaking more productive because I used to always find myself just subconsciously looking at my phone because it was just a natural habit to pick up my phone and start scrolling. So putting my phone on do not disturb and not having those notifications popping up to distract you is such a game changer. So I would highly recommend just putting your phone on do not disturb while you're getting a certain task done or a certain couple of tasks done. And then once you give yourself like a 10-minute break or something, have a look on your phone, do what you need to do. But definitely do not disturb is my favorite friggin' feature on my phone at the moment. My next tip, which I think we're on to tip 8, is to really take notice of what is taking up the most of your time. So I had this one thing which was podcast clips. Like when I was editing my podcast clips, I would post a podcast clip every single day, right? I'd post one to Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. But I would edit a podcast clip every single day. And every single day I would go onto each platform, write a description, put the hashtags, do all the edits on the video, and post onto 3 separate platforms. And it would take me like nearly 2 hours every single day to do that. So I looked at that and I was like, right, this is ridiculous. It's taking up so much time. How can I maximize my time here? Like, just change this so it's a little bit easier for my schedule. So now every Tuesday I make it one of my big tasks to edit every single podcast clip that I want to post for the week. So I'll cut up 7 different podcast clips, export them to my phone. I'll write the Instagram caption, copy the Instagram caption, paste that over to TikTok, and then I'll draft all the 7 TikToks, draft all the 7 YouTube Shorts, and I'll schedule all the 7 podcast clips on Instagram. So then when I'm just on my personal account, I'll see on my podcast account that, hey, this podcast clip has gone live, and that'll remind me to go post them to TikTok and YouTube Shorts each day. But where's the time being saved? Well, they're already in my drafts, captions written, text on screen, music's already there. All I have to do is press share. It takes me about 2 hours to completely edit all the clips and schedule them all and draft them all. But hey, that's saving me about 7 hours a week. So that's like a kind of an example of how you can maximize your time and really look at what is taking the most time here and what can I do to change it. All right, number 9, and this is probably going to annoy you because it still annoys me, but it's sleep. Sleep is so freaking important. If you're not getting enough sleep, you're not going to be showing up as your best self. You need to get sleep. And yes, I know we hate hearing it because we just want to be go, 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 go all the bloody damn time. Literally, like all the podcasts and all the books I've read about being successful and successful people, they all talk about how important sleep is and how sleep has been like such a massive part of their success. And it's honestly so interesting because side hustle culture and like this grind culture is just so dedicated on just getting shit done. Like sleep when you're dead. Go, 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 do this, do this, do this. No sleep. Sleep is for the weak. Blah, 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 blah. But it is so true. Like sleep is so freaking important. How are we going to show up as our best selves and do our best work and put our most effort into things if we're not getting enough sleep and our brain is not getting enough rest, all that stuff? So now I try and think of going to sleep and like getting at least 7 hours of sleep a night, which is very hard. I think I'm only getting like 6 at the moment. Getting at least 6-7 hours of sleep a night, I look at it as being productive now because it's recharging me, it's setting me up for a productive day ahead, and I'm trying to really rewire those thoughts to look at sleep as being productive and recharging and getting me ready for the next day. So if you struggle with that, definitely try and like rewire your brain to look at sleep as being a productive thing. And now my final tip, which is tip number 10, is to start the day with a routine that fills your cup. Because how are we going to show up as our best selves and get shit done if we're having a groggy, slow, unproductive, unfulfilling morning routine? Having a solid morning routine that fills up your cup, that you're passionate about, that lights you up, that gets you going for the day, that puts you in a high vibe, a good mood for the day is so freaking important. Because if you want to show up for yourself and have a productive day and get shit done, get shit ticked off your to-do list, you need to do something for yourself in the morning. You need to meditate, go to the gym, do something that fills up your cup, read a book, listen to a podcast. Just do something that's going to really fill up your cup, make you feel passionate, make you feel ready to start your day. And trust me, you're going to go into your day, you're going to go into your work zone and look at your to-do list. You're going to be like, right, we're getting this shit done, because you're going to be feeling motivated, passionate. You're going to be excited. You're going to be friggin' excited to go and smash out your to-do list and just knock it out of the park. So set up a morning routine that absolutely fills up your cup and it brings out your passionate spark. So yeah, that is it. That is my 10 tips. I really hope you enjoyed this episode and found some of my tips helpful, because honestly, these tips have really, really, really helped me, and I feel very productive. I've been productive, and I hope you can be productive too. I hope you're ready to go be a productive little queen or king and go chase your dreams, get shit done, work towards your goals, start that business, start that YouTube channel, start that TikTok, whatever you want in your life. This is your sign to go freaking chase it right now. Don't forget that you can go watch this episode on YouTube if you want to see my face, if you want. And if you're not, if you're listening to this and you're driving, please get to where you're going safe, drive safely, drive carefully. And yeah, all my socials will be linked down below. But I will be back in your ears next week to annoy you some more, but then also give you some tips, maybe. I don't know what next week's episode is yet, so we'll see. But yeah, have the best day, have the best night, have the best life. All right, bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you're listening to this right now, that means you stayed around to the end. And that is very, very nice of you, I must say. If you're feeling extra kind, please, please leave a review, because it really, really helps my podcast get seen by more people. And if you want to see more from Can You Shut Up, then you can follow my Instagram and TikTok, which is just _ Can You Shut Up. And it's also linked in the show notes. I will be in your ears next week with a new episode. Okay, bye.